Hello, Megan. How are you?
Hey, I'm very good. How are you?
I am great. I have watched the first couple episodes so far. I kind of like to watch it as it airs, just to
Oh,
watch it
okay.
with everyone else. But I watched a few just to prepare for this. I can't wait to see the rest. But
Awesome.
this show, first thing you see kind of is this sex montage between the two leads. It seems like there are some pretty explicit scenes throughout this, kind of following in line with Hulu's Normal People. Just what were the conversations like when it came to those scenes? How far to go, working with intimacy coordinators? Just, I guess, walk me through that a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it really started in the writer's room. We wanted to make sure on the page that every sex scene served a purpose and they
Yeah,
weren't just there for the sake of having a sex scene, because some of the scenes are sexy, some of them are really not sexy sex scenes, some of them are
yeah.
really upsetting sex scenes or awkward. And we had an amazing intimacy coordinator on set, Dr. Tiff, and we would have a meeting, me, the director, Dr. Tiff, and we would say, everything we kind of wanted for a scene. And then she would talk to the actors. They would say everything they were comfortable with. And then it would just be that conversation. And, but the actors always, no one was ever, even slightly pushed to do something they didn't want to do. It was always a conversation and making sure everyone felt really comfortable and really safe. But and we would rehearse, we really rehearsed everything out so that there was
Yeah.
no surprises on the day. It's like a dance. You just have to choreograph it, and it's actually quite mechanical when you get down to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was saying the other women in the cast were saying just how helpful and grateful they were that this was such a good process for them. So
Oh, that's
just
great.
good. And can you talk a little bit about casting? The two leads, how we get Grace and Jackson, what made them the perfect fit, and was one harder to cast than the other?
Definitely. Steven was much harder to cast. Steven is just such a difficult role
Yeah,
because he's a lot of things. He's
yeah,
complicated. Grace, we saw six girls on one day, and Grace was the immediate. We just It was just her, and we cast her that night. It was a no brainer, so that was very very easy. I think she's incredible. And then Jackson sent in a self tape that was utterly bizarre but amazing, and I was like, who is this person who would send this weird self tape in? But it was so perfect for the character. And but there are a lot of different people who have to approve every casting
of
decision.
course.
People were just very, very careful about who that actor was going to be. So we ended up doing about 5 months of
Oh
auditions.
wow.
Yeah, it was I feel like I saw everyone. And we brought a lot of guys in to test with to do chemistry reads with Grace, including Jackson. And I felt from the beginning that it was Jackson. I think he's just he's there's something about Jackson where I don't always know what he's doing or why he's doing it, but I can't stop watching, which
Which
is
goes
exactly
perfect.
exactly what you need in Steven. And Grace, I think, is just a, a truly phenomenal actress and way beyond her years. And she's someone who, even when Lucy starts going down a bad road, you're gonna still want to be with her because
Mm.
Grace is so great. You know what I mean? So that was helpful.
I can't wait to see the rest of the season. I think you're going to have people talking. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. This is really great.